A lot of people lost their lives because of me. Many children are orphans because of me. A lot of people are suffering because of me. Sometimes I regret living in this earth. I killed my children and my wife. Doing all this was to please the devil. I thought I was the closest servant. The devil used and damned me at a wrong time. Now I'm living on my own hell. My life story is as follows. I grew up living with my parents and my little brother. My brother and my parents were HIV positive. They later died in the late 90s. I moved to Soweto to stay with my paternal relatives. So I grew up in the ghetto. Life was not easy for my relatives. They have their own biological children who also need to be raised. Since we are not originally from South Africa, we don't benefit from government grants and other benefits a human being might in need of. I struggled to such an extent that when I think of those days, I end up in tears. I still remember my uncles having an argument on who was supposed to pay my fees. They did duties. In November of 2014, I told my uncles and my aunties I needed to quit school. That was one of the worst years. The auntie who was on duty to pay my school expenses was lying to the others that she was paying, yet she was not. I have to do piece jobs to be able to buy my stationery. If I don't go to piece jobs after school, the whole week I was to spend the whole day without eating. I stopped going to school. As not in my plans, I accidentally impregnated my girlfriend. She eloped to our house. To worsen my situation, my wife started feeling sick. Now I was facing more pressure. I started buying and selling. I brought low priced items from Indian and Chinese shops and sell to people in Zimbabwe. One day I was on my way going back to South Africa. A man offered me transport in Bulawayo. The man was into buying and selling of body lotions and sprays. All the way from Bulawayo to Pretoria, the man was convincing me to join their beauty products program. I liked the program as it was giving him much profit. It was better than what I was doing. We arrived in South Africa and exchanged contacts before I got off the car. The man gave me a body spray for my own personal use. I arrived home and sprayed my body after taking a bath. During the night, I dreamed my spirit coming out of my body. I went out of the house and appeared in a very big temple. The wall of the temple was written 666. I have never seen such in my whole life. The roof of the temple was very far high. You could not see it with natural eyes. Everyone was in black and red. A lady was speaking at the watery. She told me to come up front. I went to the watery and the lady gave me a black and red gown. I don't know what later happened. Tomorrow morning I woke up very late. The gown was on a stool near our mattress. My wife was in confusion. She told me I was acting weird over the night. I was rolling like a snake according to my wife. On the stool, there was those clothes I was given in the temple. On top of the gown, there was an envelope. My wife didn't saw the envelope but the gown only. I lied to her that I came with the gown from Zimbabwe and it was a morning gown. She said okay, but you could see her face. She was suspicious. My wife came out of the bedroom to do her home economics duties. I opened the envelope. Inside there was a letter. On the letter there was a physical address written on it. I started feeling I wanted to follow the address. I bathed and went to the place. It is a house in the neighborhood I can't mention. When I arrived at the gate, two men opened the gate before I even knocked. We entered into the sitting room. The men gave me a bag full of body sprays and lotions. To cut the story short, the smell of that sprays and body lotions initiate people with satanism. People who spray those perfumes and use our body lotions are our agents. They are the ones who reach to the people. We killed many people in road accidents and hospitals through them. They don't know they are being used. As long as the smell is around, someone will die. We sacrificed a relative's per year. I killed my children and my wife. Last month, I hit school children by a car. One died on the spot, the other is nursing injuries. I am out of custody on bail. The church don't like me anymore because they already finished my relatives. Now I am facing a jail sentence. This story I shared is it for educational purposes. Guys, we need to pray. As of my life, I'm going to jail. Yellow Solution Uncle, please post for me. I am staying with my boyfriend and my daughter, Ekaya. A kid. He is not a baby daddy. He is working piece jobs on construction and also get 350. I'm not working and I also get 350. When you get paid, you only buy a maize meal. Then I have to use my 350 to buy okungeko. When the food is finished, he will go to his mom. We started to stay with my daughter on September. Last month, he complained that we are too many. Ukla, kusheshe, kupelele. Food doesn't last long. You go back to his mom, but still he is here. Imagine, we are three. My child is 10 years. Okay, next year my daughter is changing school, so your father told me that he is not working, he can't buy Christmas clothes and school uniforms. I have to choose, so I choose uniform and I use a grant to pay school transport, which is 450 rands. I request my boyfriend to buy a Christmas clothes. His response was, tell your father she have a father must. Yo, I was so heartbroken. Makasho Nkalo Kim. So I think he shows me that he doesn't care about my daughter. So what will you do if you were in my shoes? Yellow Solution Uncle and family. I have a serious December problem. My girlfriend has a daughter and we live together, are renting a room. I am working at the mine and she is working at the other mine too. And I have my own two boys at home which I take care of every month. So the problem is my girlfriend asked me to buy her daughter a December clothes and I refused and told her she must tell her baby daddy cause he is also working and I have to buy my own two boys clothes. So now the girlfriend is angry thinking that unginzwisa ubulungu where else I too have my own problems. So now she thinks I don't love her because of her daughter December clothes, but I pay the rent, but full groceries, buy electricity, still taking care of both of them out when we go out when it's my payday. So I don't know if I'm being tested or it's the way of trying to break up with me. She is a follower of this channel. I hope she will see the post and she will tell my side of the side of the story. Please advise me if I'm wrong or at Yellow least. Solution Uncle, thank you so much for beautiful messages. I think it was just a bad month for me as most kids visit, but mine don't have anywhere to visit. I know I will be okay. I flashed the owl Perfume. I think my senses are back. I just don't know until when because sometimes I can't focus at work. My baby daddy's first was my virgin breaker. The guy is not working as we dated when we were very young. His life is abnormal. I feel sorry for him. My problem is that he is taking it all out in my boy. I don't mind. He told my boy he wants nothing to do with him. It hurts me cause other kids brag about their father. Mine can't. You have tried making him love my son, but he doesn't want to. Second born, your father vanished when she was 3 months. The guy was loving and kind to both my kids. It was promising, but vavele wanyamalala. Even his family, Bebe Mufuna, Kimi. I don't know what happened to him. I pray every day for his safety. And I've been helpful to many from where I live. I even sometimes buy some kids' clothes. I'm not a saint, but I feel sorry for the mamas who can't afford it. Painfully, I was lucky enough to study and get a permanent government job. To those who judged me, ngiyabonga. I guess I was wrong to get pregnant before marriage, but in today's life, marriage is not an achievement. Many are divorced and left there with nothing. I live in my own house, not sharing with anyone, with my own car. I am not bragging, but you guys, you are just bitter. I am not an alcohol person. Even this Hennessy might give it to family members who visit me in December. I pray and I always pray to God. I do love myself. I didn't say I want a man. I just wanted my kids to also have fathers. It breaks my heart so much and I am tired of seeing them hating. I asked them, what if I decide to kill them and myself? My firstborn told me to kill myself alone. He still wants to live so he can help his father. He knows if he has money, he will love him. You see, right here, this is what breaks my heart. My second-born said, you can kill me because I won't cope without having you and my father around. These kids hate me so much by speaking about their fathers, but it's fine. I will try to get counseling for all of us, and I told them I am joking. We always joke around. I'm just their best friend. I did have friends, but they always took from me, so I distanced myself from them. I'm very lonely. If I go out, it will be with them kids only. I also don't like my family that much as they are too judgmental. I'll keep on praying and I'll seek more help to those that offered being my friend. I'll inbox them. Thank you. Sorry to write too much. It's just cut my words. I needed to finish everything to every single mom who is not working, love and light. I know it won't help. I am originally from Duduza, 32 years old single mom of two kids. Yellow Uncle, can you please withhold my identity when publishing this story? I grew up in Nairobi, Kenya. I believed that juju is only in Africa before, but that was not it. My parents moved to United States of America for work when I was still 7 years old. They wanted me to follow after finishing high school. They wanted me to learn more about our culture. Finished high school, then followed them. Truly, I thought juju is only in Africa. When I arrived here in Washington, I thought I was now free from witchcraft. I spent 2.5 months at home. I applied for a short course at a local college, got accepted and enrolled. At that college, there is this lecturer. The man was so cruel. He hated me and could not finish a lecture without racially abusing me, mocking my skin, sometimes calling me a baboon from Africa. You are not a human being, but a black being. It was harsh time for me. As people with little experience of colleges in the United States, I didn't knew I've gone to a wrong place. We knew it after I was told by a friend who was residing in Kenya. I told him that I joined a vocational training center, researched about it, and later told me that the college is known by high cases of students who went missing. I thought he was jealousy. I blocked him on all socials. I didn't knew I have blocked the man who is trying to save my life. We closed for festive season holiday. To my surprise, the following term the lecturer came back liking me than anyone else. Everyone was even surprised by the laugh. He sent me to his office one day. That's when I knew that juju is not only in Africa. Juju is being used everywhere. Uncle, an unusual thing came out from his desk's drawer. At first, I thought there was a kid inside the thing. Uncle, I realized that it was not a kid when it clapped me. I felt the pain even today when I think of the item's clip. After it clapped me, I started not to know what I was doing, only to wake up at a dump site. I never returned at that college, stayed in the streets for days till my family found me there. My father's workmate told us about the college. It's a satanic institution. So now I see the lecturer and the thing in my dreams. My relatives don't believe me. They think I'm using drugs and I am mad. I want to go back to Kenya, but my parents are refusing. They say I am mentally disabled. I'm afraid to die. Please publish my story. Yes, I have republished this story because we are learning something from that story. As I say each and every day, we need to pray in the morning, we need to pray midday, we need to pray before going to bed, we need to pray before moving to the next stage of our life, we need to pray before doing anything. We must put God first. We need to pray whenever we are. So my brother, you thought he was now in America and it was time to relax. No, there's no such time. The devil is at work. The devil is at work. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, viewers, that was your number one show, Confessions HD, right here on Extra Honor Africa. I'm your host, Solution Uncle. I would like to thank you so much for listening. If you are still a new listener here, in this show we publish lifetime confessions. Usually we publish anonymously for people's safety reasons. Thank you so much. Welcome to this channel, guys. That was it. Until we meet again, peace.